welcome back to Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, where today we're fighting a boss called Verda. Oh no! Spooky, scary boss! Surprisingly, these next boss and the boss after that are way harder than this guy. In fact, I got my medal on this guy in the first run, no cheats. Because he's really kind of lame. So lame you can even hit the claws and it's like, no! Look at that! It took like 30 seconds to beat this, less than 36, like 20 seconds. So when you beat a boss and don't get a hit, you get a medal. It does nothing. All the medals look the same. And you just get a medal. It's like, here's a medal. Good job. Now hold R until you feel the click. Good job. Albus is gonna be like, oh no, I'm Albus. I think she uses whatever is currently mapped to your X. We'll get to that in a moment, actually. Because there's something about the X and Y attacks that's interesting to note, that you might have noticed before. Why would you need to concentrate? If you stood up, he'd only singe your hair. I love how her sprite was like, what? Just to turn around. It's a map! It's a very nice part of the monastery compared to the rest, which is just a mess. For me, the game is slightly lagging right now. Which might explain why the boss battle felt so much longer than it was. It's pretty cool. It means I get to play in Matrix time, and you never will know! Except, you know, sometimes it's lag and it jitters back and forth, and it's like... Argh. At least it maintains a constant speed whenever I slow it down to... Like, it goes in odd steps, and it starts at 75%, so I can't go like 90% and sort of stop the lag, but still keep it smooth. Super annoying, because 75%... Actually... 75% is pretty good. It really helps. But it's just tad, you notice it's a tad slow. That's though, this is really smooth footage. Get those hearts. This is a village. You pick up most of your supplies. You do all your quests here. You get the first time for absorbing it. You get a voice clip for some reason, and a spell that's kind of stupid. And I don't think it actually does all that much that you'd ever want to use it. Apparently we, an emotionless lady with a really big blue bow tie, are a gift from the gods. Sweet deal, Ruby Bleal. And then the music cuts out. So yeah, on the map you can see it's a very different map. It is a drawn map, and every character you've saved appears as a small spark. If they are indoors, they appear as a spark, I think a red spark, and it's smaller. I forgot actually, the village has, I think, several chests and barrels you can bust open for some loot. So by the way, every single entrance is this orange room that is one tile, just to get used to the atmosphere. So here I tried to get a Metroid to attack me. They're basically Metroids. And a minion. Yeah, he doesn't feel like it, so I don't feel like it. Also, a person said that, yes, it totally does record anything you do between save, loading, and saving. It does not cut that out. It is perfectly inside. Also, here you can notice it again. Your Y is your main attack. It is the one that shows like the up attack or down attack. That one reaches slightly further than the X attack, which is shorter. Which is an interesting detail. It slightly alters the way that weapons work. See? You can just see the difference. And it's amazing. I think here I show it off. See? It's like, what, 8 or so pixels? That's a lot. Here we get the Macer. Now we can do that first status element, which is the hammer hitting down. It's a bit slower. I think it has a larger upswing range. And the secondary attacks looks just really goofy. I also show off the knife glyph fusion, which is just 1,000 knives. A very typical attack. And the final thing I show is, I think, the neutral. So if you have two incompatible glyphs equipped, you just do this weird air blast. I don't know what it does. It might just do damage. I don't care. But it's a funny little thing. There are certain glyphs you can actually mix without them having to be the same, but we'll get into that. We'll get to that. I don't know them, so I have to look them up. Frickin' Metroids. If I had actual active time recording, you could hear me just clicking the controller whenever I get gripped. So the idea is you don't jump up because they home in on a spot above you, so they move around. Here, by the way, we learn about active glyph stealing. This guy uses a glyph, and we steal it. It gives us the 10 hearts and the glyph, and as you can see on the Necromancer menu at the right, we already got the glyph, and it tells us that's the glyph he drops, and now we can summon a little zombie. Look at him go. Aw, he's so happy.
Oh man, I'm trying really hard to do good on my first day.
I don't know how you level them up, though. They have this level indicator, but I don't know how to get that. Yay! I just fuck around for a while. Come on, zombie man, you can do it! Just believe in yourself. I'm sure you can row it. Yay! Do, 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 do. This is the part where I say, fine, I'll just do it myself. Oh, this one's funny. He grabs onto my... Ah! It's so cool. It also tells us that he apparently deals some sort of blunt damage. Soon, I will open the menu and consume those red drops I picked up a while back. So yeah, these guys drop the axe glyph, and they drop something else. Probably the old axe armor. They usually drop that. Which is a joke item. They actually look more like Hunter Metroids. I actually kind of like this design style, because they're really slow and clunky, and they look and feel clunky. It's pretty cool. Yeah, you dodged that! Woo! If only classic 8-bit Belmont was here. Oh, I didn't get the drop. It was so sad. This is about the point where I start to fuck up a lot, and you can see my health bar just drain. So here I decided, fine, I'll show... Shit, I didn't show off the Union! Damn it! I should have done that! I should have used the Glyph Union, but I didn't. We'll see, we'll see. I don't think it's an interesting one anyway. It might just be a screen, I don't care. We'll see, we'll see. We'll do that when I do all the Glyph Unions episode. So here I decide to mix things up. You'll notice that every weapon, around the moment the sound of the whoosh sounds, that's when you should swing the other weapon. And I don't think different weapons do that swift combo very well, like the psh, psh, psh I do with the boss fight. Which is kind of cool, because it means that if you have different weapons, sure, you have elemental coverage, but at the same time, you kind of lack the speed that lets you do devastating combos. So it's weighing and measuring what you want. On the other hand, it means you can use high MP costing attacks and not worry too much about having to pull off combos. I'm so pissed off that I'm not getting this glyph right now. This guy drops. Yep. There we go. Axe glyph. It just throws an axe up. There are no sub-weapons. There are only these things. And they cost MP instead of hearts. Except for the big attack. Really good. It's a really good attack. It's very good against a Nominon. I guess Nominon. Yeah. So I decided to go with... I think I'd later go with Macer in this one, so that I have a coverage over both swinging and cutting. Even though it's not a great cutting weapon because it, you know, falls up and then down, and it's a bit difficult to aim. It's not particularly strong, but hey, whatever. Also, I think that elemental boosts give about 50% extra damage. I don't know. It might differ from enemy to enemy. Swapped it to Macer. Yeah, this does about 8 damage, so yeah, it's about 50%. Around here, I think I pull out the drops. Are we there yet? We're almost done with the video, though. This is really relaxing to do. There's no real reason to absorb bonus glyphs. Okay, so here, bottom right, you can see all these attributes. Look at that third one that says 9, under the 250. I now consume this, which increased my flame attribute points. It gives you 1,000, which is about 2 to 3% extra damage. We don't have any fire attacks, so it doesn't matter. But you'll notice that the sword one, which is the cutting attacks, is very high. Because we've used a lot of cutting weapons, like the sword and the rapier. The game only distinguishes in cutting and slashing for physical attacks, which are basically anything that's like swishy swooshy and isn't magical. Magic has a lot more classifications. I think it's fire, ice, thunder, light, and dark. There might be more, I don't know. We'll see. You can see it yourself. Just look at the menu. Anyway, we're almost at the end. See you guys next time. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, yeah. If you didn't, I have to say these videos come out really nice. See you guys then. You were a great audience. Now I save because I want to have those hearts just in case. And then I made a couple of save states just in case. Just in case.